Hi guys, so let's discuss the summary of today's hearing in Supreme Court, that is 23rd July morning shift. Okay, we'll be discussing in this particular video each and every single point, whatever they have discussed in the Supreme Court as of now. So, my dear friends, let's first talk about this one. First, they were discussing about the NEET UG 2024 Supreme Court hearing live. There is only one correct option answer to the physics question, says DU professor. If you remember that yesterday there was a discussion on that question from physics, which option is correct. Then they asked for a committee, okay, they gave it to the committee in IIT, okay, IIT Delhi, and they came up with a conclusion there is only one option which is correct for that particular question. Okay, so then let me just tell you over here what center said about the physics question. Okay, so representing the center, Solicitor General Tushar Mehta said that 420744 candidates had selected the option 2, while 92833379 candidates chose the option 4. Okay, so let's suppose, for example, if they chose to remove the bonus marks, for example, if they are saying option 4 is correct, now Supreme Court says remove the bonus marks of all those candidates who have selected the option other than option 4, then they will have to decrease their, we say, 5 marks in that particular. Okay, 4 marks for the question, 1 marks for, we say, the wrong answer. So there will be the, we say, uh, huge change in the cutoff also. Now, my dear friends, then it says that why any discussion on physics question will be crucial. See, that's what I told you. Because the scores of the at least 4 to 0 0 0 0 students, including 4 to out of 61, 42 out of 61 NEET UG toppers could decrease by 5 points if the court decides to invalidate the disputed question. So if they decide to decrease the marks of that particular question, so we say 42 students out of 61 students have basically taken the grace marks from that particular. Okay, so that's why I told you there will be the huge decrease in the cutoff in that particular. Next point which was discussed over there is CGI asks if any candidate in the top 100 are from Hazaribagh and Patna. When it comes to the Hazaribagh and Patna, you guys know that there was basically this paper leak and all. So that's the reason they are asking over here. You can basically see the details also what they have asked over here. Next point they discussed in this one is that we say toppers separate over across 18 states, says SG, Solicitor General. Okay, they are saying that the toppers are across the 18 states. Okay, then we say over here, next point which was discussed over there is SG shares the center wise data to show no inflation in the number of candidates getting medical seats. Okay, this was also a good point which was discussed over there. And the next point which was discussed, which I must show you over here, that is SG shares city wise data of the qualified candidates. They also basically have shown the city wise data, like pointing out the city wise data of qualified candidates. The Solicitor General said there are some centers such as Kota, Sikar, Kottayam, Rajkot, okay, which are coaching hubs. Okay, so the students who will be appearing in the exams from those centers will not necessarily be domiciled in those cities. Most from outside the example of Sikar, Kota, etc., may not assist your lordship to arrive at the correct conclusion. So basically, when it comes to these, as we have already made the videos on this one, so these are the coaching hubs. You can expect basically there will be the more number of qualifiers from these particular states. And my dear friends, when it comes to the next point they discuss, Advocate Huda points out the ranks go up by 12 lakh when courses other than MBBS are considered. Okay, so quota's performance also consistent, says Solicitor General. So the performance of the quota, okay, the success rate over there, it is also consistent. Like the it has only gone by two, up by variation is only by 2 to 3%. And then if we take a look at success rate consistent in Belgaum, says Solicitor General. Okay, so we say in Karnataka, Belgaum too, the success rate has remained consistent. The Solicitor General said. Okay, okay. And the next, I must say over here, there was one more point which was also discussed. CJ asks if candidates needs to furnish documents or of any city for city change. If the candidates needs to change the city, they have to submit any of the documents out there? So that was also discussed over there. This one, paper leak confined to the Hazaribagh. Okay, this was basically, let me just show you over here. Referring to the CBI report, Solicitor General Tushar Mehta stated that paper leak was confined to the Hazaribagh, from where the papers were transmitted to Patna. Okay, this was the point which was also discussed. As next point, SG shares how compensatory marks were awarded. Okay, this was basically the point that the Solicitor General said, that the how compensatory marks were awarded. Okay, on how compensatory marks were awarded to 1563 candidates, the Solicitor General said that it was based on the formula as per CLAT. Okay, the same formula were applied for all the candidates, but everybody did not get the same marks. Okay, so the next point which was discussed over there, court asked CBI about the forensic evidence which show exact time of the paper leak. They are now asking for the forensic evidence also, so the which shows the exact evidence of the paper leak. And the next point which is over here is, CJ asks if devices are used, if devices used to share the paper leak are recovered. And here CBI is basically telling that apparently they have been destroying, they have destroyed those devices. Okay, so my dear friends, this was all about the summary, and these points were exactly discussed when it comes to this today's hearing. Now my dear friends, let me just tell you, there is something very important which I must show you over here. That is we have recently launched the Phoenix Pro batch for by team members. Okay, each and every single thing we'll be teaching in detail over here in this particular batch. Lot of students have already enrolled in this batch. They are in Phoenix 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, and now this is Phoenix Pro, and it is starting from 26th onwards. I don't want you guys to miss out any of the live sessions over there, because when it comes to the content, the level of content, the number of questions we show in this one, that is, we say unmatchable. Okay, you cannot compare the content of this batch with any of the other batches over there. That is guaranteed. So my dear friends, join this as soon as possible. The link is in the description below, because we are starting the live classes from 26th onwards. And one more important thing is that there is Unacademy Pro. We have recently launched the Unacademy Pro. What is that? Let me just show you over here. What is this Unacademy Pro? My dear friends, when we take a look at, let's suppose this is Plus, Iconic, and Pro. This is the difference between Plus, Iconic, and Pro. Let's suppose you take the Unacademy's Pro subscription. What does that mean? That means if you are having, see at the last, offline doubt solving, if you are having the doubts, and if you want to solve these doubts in any of the offline centers out there, you can do that with the help of this Pro. You can give the offline test series in Unacademy with the help of this Pro. You can take the revision classes in the offline with the help of this Pro. So this is the difference between Pro, Iconic, and Plus. You can check all the details over here. What is the difference between Iconic? So guys, join it as soon as possible. See you guys in the Phoenix Pro batch waiting for you. Take care and bye bye.